Hi, I'm Ben Quiggle, editor of Woodall's Campground Magazine, and this is another edition of Supplier Showcase. And my guest today is Nathan Mayfield, the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships for ResNexus, which is based in Salem, Utah. And Nathan, I think I saw you like a year ago, maybe at a conference, or maybe a little over a year ago, but I think I see ResNexus almost at every conference I go to. You just have other people that go to the conferences.
No, that's true, man. We go to quite a bit throughout the year, and we're proud to support the campground industry and love going there. And I have a fantastic team that really takes care of our clients. So appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
And, for people who don't know, you guys do a variety of different things. I know you do property management. You have, you can do direct bookings. I think you guys build websites too. And you can talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. But you guys have been in the industry for a while. I guess just talk a little bit about the history of ResNexus and how long you guys have been working with campgrounds, I guess.
great, love to. So, I'll go along kind of just to make it a little bit more interesting, if I can talk today. I'll give a little brief introduction to us. So, as you said, kind of our story is ResNexus started about 20 years ago in the unique stay space. We basically started out with a boutique hotel or bed and breakfast that had very unique rooms. And what's nice is that's always translated very nice into the glamping and campgrounds area as well, because we do focus on providing a unique online booking engine. And as you can see, we've won a lot of awards as we go. I think we actually have these same ones for 2025, the best ease of use, the best functionality, and the best customer support. So, but as you say, one of the things that makes us stand out is our online booking engine and the guest customer experience. It lets you do a lot with your property and really showcase specials and packages, and also really highlight the experience they're going to get. Campgrounds might think, oh, all my sites look the same, but I would honestly recommend to you, the best thing you can do is to take pictures of vehicles in your RV sites if you have them. We really see it boosts that adoption, not just an empty lot or anything, but just do different vehicles in that, whether you have different classes of RV sites, and that really helps your turnaround.
And that, I think, just real quick, I think that's something that's important for any marketing. Even if you're building like a website, you need those kind of photos. If you're marketing it with news or doing press releases or social media, it's amazing how many parks out there don't have good photography. I think the industry is getting better. But like what you mentioned, you got to get people in there too. Get some relatives or something to come, some seasonals that they're okay with you taking their pictures, put them around doing stuff. So
Absolutely. It's so important, especially if you put your stuff on OTAs like booking.com or HipCamp or Spot Tonight, whatever those are. You got to have good pictures there too, because these are your stored, but particularly on your individual website and your direct booking engine, it really helps people feel like you're professional, and that helps build that story of the dream of staying at your place. So a little bit about us. Our mission is to elevate industries one business at a time through service, innovation, and education. We have over 60 team members. Like I said, we've been in business now. This is our 20th year. We were one of the very first cloud-based online booking engines. We are family run and family operated, much like many of our clients. That's me on the left, and our founder, James Mayfield, in the center. And then my other brother, David Mayfield, who is one of our top sales representatives, and he has worked with, thousands of properties of all kinds, campgrounds or hotels across decades of experience. So what's been really exciting for us as a family is as we are able to bring innovations from one industry to the other. For example, campgrounds has a lot with energy metering and map items that actually can be used in other industries that we've brought in, and vice versa. Some powerful revenue management tools and some guest portal stuff that you see in vacation rental or bed and breakfast has come into the campground. So that's what our strength is we really bring a lot of technology across multiple industries to your business. Our philosophy is learn, serve, grow, meaning we really try to learn about our clients, serve them without expecting something in return, and help their business grow in both revenue and time savings. And we find if we do that, then we grow as a result. So that's kind of our core motto that goes. And that's also what drives us to be more than just a software company, but an excellent customer service company.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead if you had any questions.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys do a lot. Obviously, you just put this up all in one. You guys do a ton, and you guys have been working with a lot of different industries and different property types. So I imagine you guys, it looks like you guys have a ton of integrations.
We do, and I'll have a slide on that later, but that was kind of one of our strengths is in the campground industry, a lot starting out, the property management software often had to be the OTA or the marketplace to start off with, where it really took a little while for like booking.com or Airbnb to catch up on that. But now that we've been able to bring those world-class channels to you and to your campground and really actually help advocate for the campground industry with those partnerships because we are preferred partners with, say, Airbnb and Expedia. But yeah, we have a lot of integrations. Our core philosophy is most property management systems will say we're all in one. And there's two philosophies. One is that they will have tons of integrations that you have to go and charge for. Say if you're doing email marketing or cart abandonment, if someone doesn't finish their purchase. ResNexus philosophy is instead of having to pay all of these third-party services and learn their system, even though they integrate with the PMS, you still have to sometimes deal with them. ResNexus tries to build as much as it can itself, thus saving you time and money. Like I said, the cart abandonment, the travel protection, all these different things are built in, and point of sale was really popular as well. So all those are built in and save you time and money because you only have to call us for support. Now, again, we do have robust integrations like Airbnb, Booking.com, and HipCamp, and Spot the Night, and all of them more. We are actually one of the first to connect to all of those campground specific OTAs.
Okay.
We do love supporting the Glamping Association and, as you mentioned, other different associations and conferences throughout the year. We're one of the major not competitors. We're one of the major contributors to them, and we love the work that they do to bring awareness to, particularly on the state and federal legislation on the regulations that affect campgrounds.
Yeah, definitely.
You mentioned we're very known for our websites, and we've only done websites. We started those. Now we're at maybe 5 years, maybe going into our 5th year. But within the first 2 years, from 0 websites to over 1,000, and so
Wow.
we made them very affordable, and we made them very easy to use, and not only beautiful. So that's the other thing that makes us stand out is our property management is easy to use and very simple, and but at the same time can do has a lot of technical tools. I wanted to go over kind of some things you were asking, what's maybe new for campgrounds this year or in general that we've done for our properties.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're most excited about is we have released what we call Book Anything. So particularly with campgrounds, a lot of times they have activities on site, whether it be ATV rentals or tours or kayaks or canoes. I have a property in Alaska that does bear tours or salmon fishing on the boat. So we wanted to be able to make it so that you could keep track of that time slot too. So one of the things that we've done is on the booking engine, you can now book anything, basically is book anything by 10-minute or more time slots. So if you have, in again, other industries that we serve, or there's campgrounds and glamping that have that, like if you have a gazebo or a barn for weddings, you can rent that out for parties and different things, and
Wow.
keep
Yeah.
and keep that in mind. It has a lot of robust rules. You can make it so like this time slot is, I only do goat yoga on Tuesday between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. But one of the nice things that's about it too is if you have something like an ATV that requires maybe you to look it over, refuel it, or something like that, you can put gap length in there as well. So you can say, I need 20 minutes before this is available again. But again, the powerfulness about this is now you can rent these items out to your guests as additional excursions on your online booking engine.
Yeah.
We also now support. We mentioned this before. It's so important to have good marketing. We also support video for individual units. So if you wanted to showcase your campground, you absolutely can. We have increased our pricing payment options, particularly internationally. We now partner with Stripe to provide some additional hardware, but also they have like buy now, pay later, lots of different payment options that we're excited to roll out later this year that this will allow us to do for you.
Well, that's awesome.
With Airbnb, we have a lot of new features. One of the things that people love the most is that you do have a direct inbox where you can message your guests, but we have really made additional things for like pet fees or seasonal discounts. There's a lot of things that we've enhanced in that connection, which is why we're a preferred partner with Airbnb. Again, not all connections to those OTAs are the same. We have a robust partnership with Airbnb, so we offer usually more functionality than many of our competitors. We also have a new messaging inbox for Expedia if you put your units on there as well. And then for campgrounds, one of the things that we like is we've done a lot of different things on vendor emails. If you partner with things, you don't have to have them see the pricing of it, but license plates are now included in your reservation search. So.
Wow. Yeah.
Really popular is we've had cancel for any reason added option to our travel protection, which is if they just don't want to come 14 days before your booking we don't care, then they get a 75% refund and your property gets a 75% refund minus the travel protection fee. So this has been really well received with lots of properties that if you have stricter cancellation policies, but you want to use travel protection in our system and not have a hassle on, oh, what do I have to remember? This is as easy as it goes. So
Yeah, and people love that, especially in the outdoor hospitality industry.
yeah, so that's where they, oh, do you have heat? I'm like, do cancel for any reason. It was too hot. I didn't want to come. Okay, see ya. So our most requested integration by far for 2024 was integrations with revenue managers like Price
Yeah.
Labs. So we now have Price Labs. We also have had Room Price Genie, which Price Labs I would say is more for if your cabins on your site are more vacation rental esque. Price Labs is good for that. If they're more like a hotel, like shorter stays, then maybe Room Price Genie because of the metrics that they use. I have 3 more that are coming online later this year as well. So we'll have 5 or 6 revenue management options for you from across multiple industries that are coming.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then one of the things that we have come out with is Room Price Genie and Price Labs are all very much you trust them to set the rates and it's more automatic and they change them almost on a daily basis at least.
Mm-hmm.
Rate Optimizer is basically a tool that we built that give you globalized information for your property against different industry types. So how am I doing against hotels? I might be a campground, but what is my competition in the area that I'm going against? But what this does is it gives you basically answers that question. how are my rates? That's really what you're trying to do, right? Are my
Yeah.
rates too high, too low? This is a more manual check that you can check. You can update your rates. I don't recommend that you, if you're doing that, remember you should come back, because once you update the rates, it kind of sets them that for a long term. So this is really meant as a heat check. If you want more automated rate optimizing to react to the market, we recommend Price Labs or Impress Team.
Okay. All right.
Um, so anyway, we also do some other marketing services and different things, but there's lots of other things. But Ben, go ahead if you had any questions.
No, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, you guys do a ton of stuff. I obviously see David a lot at different shows. I've heard you speak on artificial intelligence, AI, I guess. Do you guys, that's got to be impacting what you guys do to some degree, especially on like the marketing end.
Yeah, I see a lot of on the marketing. It's definitely helped with. I foresee that in the future that software will probably integrate so where you have Chat GPT kind of esque, make me the image and the copy of the email and write me a campaign inside the software. I foresee that coming in the future in multiple property management software systems. With the AI race, everything's so new that kind of I also see that you're kind of waiting to see who's going to be the industry leaders, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't swing a cat without hitting a new AI company every other day, in my opinion, right? Like, you're not that you would swing a cat. I love my cat. Does that make sense? And I love
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? But basically, it's kind of like it reminds me of the .com stuff where everybody said, "Hey, you need a website, and how do you do commerce online?" And then basically Amazon and some of these other ones figured it out, right? So I feel like the same thing is happening on AI. That you definitely have some clear market leaders, and I think they'll figure it out. But I think before you see too many integrations, I think campgrounds should be very wary, because basically every AI company is going to come out and say, "Hey, this is going to promise you the moon," and I don't know if it's going to do that. You're going to really wait and see until they can show that metric. But
Yeah.
I see it affecting customer service too, basically being able to answer through chat or even over the phone, where it can answer questions and do that. And I see that as a great relief to the hospitality industry.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Nate, how do people get in touch with you to learn more about ResNexus? What's the best way for them to do that?
Oh, the best way is always just to go to kind of our direct website. And like I said, we're unique in that we actually put our number right there. You can call in, or you can just try risk free. Click on there to learn more about ResNexus and what we do.
Do you answer that phone personally 24 hours
I
a day?
don't answer it. I told you about my brother David. He probably will answer it, but no, we have a great sales staff to take care of you and to help you out, to answer any questions. And honestly, if you're just looking for some advice on how you can optimize your business, we work with thousands of properties. We can give you tips on how to help out on your booking engine or your website. So
Well, thank you for coming on, talking a little bit about ResNexus, and I'm sure I'll see you soon at a show, or at least your brother David. So,
that's true. Definitely the glamping show, and I think I'll also be at Ojai. So
all right, yeah, should be fun. But well, thanks for coming on, and thanks everyone for watching.